Hello, everybody, and welcome back to falmunction Plays Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, last time we left off, we were tasked by Monica to pick somebody to help with festival preparations, and we've been eliminating two false choices in the matter where, honestly, members in the club have talked me out of choosing other members of the club, so I don't really want to get close emotionally to either one of them. Since, they kind of do have their own ulterior motives. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, they want to jump my bones. But I will have to reject them no matter who I choose. So I'd like to have like a third choice, like I want to abstain. And if I can't, like if there's no like hidden button anywhere over here, I think I'll go with what I think my character might be more suited for. And I think it's not going to be baking. And, Natsuki, as was pointed out, probably doesn't need the help for baking anyways, so I'm going to go with Yuri. And again, it's only because I think they both sort of have the hots for me equally, and it probably won't matter all that much. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, decorations, I'll just actually, make the workload more manageable. Me? Come on! It's not like you weren't looking forward to it. Come on. Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, falmunction? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I'm also thinking maybe I might help her out grow as a character a little bit, because I think even though she seems like the most sophisticated, her... I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the ability to be empathetic towards others that she's lacking in, but I feel like she has the most potential to grow as a person, so maybe I can get some of that out of her. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything you need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. That coy look every time. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, falmunction? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? ... Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. Don't really know why falmunction picked me. And also, the cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the festival would compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words trying to cheer someone up, must be far out of her comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Yeah. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. Oh, how about that? Another... And again, we had this conflict with Yuri and Natsuki a couple episodes ago, where I was like, oh, is this gonna be the tropey, we're gonna make drama out of nothing scenario? But they actually do act like normal people, or normal, considerate people, rather. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. Huh? You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. Little suspicious. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, falmunction. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? Well, I kinda chose you because I felt bad about the situation the two of you put me in. So it is true. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. If it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. What are you implying, my character? I better hope you're not gonna consider the undertone of the sentence. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. What? Well, first of all, who was we in that sentence just now? We Sayori and me, or we Yuri and me? Again, that might have been purposefully left unclear by the writer. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. What? Okay, why didn't you, like, if it was a school day, although there might be school on Saturdays in Japan, I'm not sure, but let's say that it, I guess for the sake of argument, we could say that it is. So why didn't you go by Sayori's place at least after school on Saturday? Or if it's not, if Friday is the last day of school, why not call her up or, you know, check in with her? It seemed sort of serious, but whatever. Guess it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. That kind of implies to me that there was a day in between. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No, it's not. You should have sought her out. You dumbass. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Thank you. Okay. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were a family. Okay, now it's just quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Do you have the keys to her house? Was the door open? Okay. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Although, I guess, if she knows that I'm coming over, maybe she left the door open. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hey, falmunction. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Okay, let's have a look around the room. I mean, hard to ignore the giant-ass cow plushie. Like, why a cow out of all things? But it's actually kind of cute. But, I don't know. How old could she be? Like, high school student? Like 16, 17? I don't know. Maybe 18. I have no clue about Japanese school systems. Maybe she's a little bit too old to be having cow plushies the size of her whole body in her room. But then again, maybe it's just because the room itself on its own is not that girly. Maybe it's just, one of her mementos from childhood that you don't like parting with. So I can understand keeping something like that as a keepsake. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? I'm not so sure about that. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Yeah, I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. That's not too many wall decorations. If she came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over here today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? So she knows. Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, falmunction. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? Why is it gonna be a punishment? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Selfishness can be a virtue sometimes. And I've seen this creep up every once in a while with Sayori, where she's undeserving, and you feel the guilt in her dialogue as well. But when it comes to your own well-being, and you've figured out that you need something to get better, it's not selfish to go for that. It's not selfish to want to be better, to reach out and to do the things that will make you feel better and that'll keep you going on your way, right? But when you don't let yourself have that, all you're doing is just resigning yourself to be miserable and resigning yourself to never get better. And thinking that makes you virtuous is a folly. And it's just as wrong as thinking that putting your needs in front of other things or even other people is somehow shameful or damnable. If you're unwell, get help. And obviously don't do it on the backs of other people, but usually you'll have somebody in your life that can help you. Maybe even people you never even considered. I don't want to be so deep all the time, but this game kind of brings that out in me. If you see a need for something in your life, pursue it. That's the thing. Like you shouldn't feel bad for being happy, or for trying to be happy. I think that's just in oh so many words that I was trying to get at. It just wants to torture me. The world wants to torture you, huh? You just wanna. I just wanna hug her and actually make sure or assure her she doesn't have to put on the mask all the time, And I know that kind of thing. Like, I've been there. And especially with your friends, you shouldn't have to be obligated. You should be able to let loose and just be yourself, Even if that means that you'll have to expose a side of you that you're not comfortable showing. Because nobody likes to feel vulnerable. But you might as well go for it. Those problems don't solve themselves. They only get worse and fester. And you'll be surprised by the amount of people who will meet you with understanding and the want for you to get better. I really do believe that you can find those people. And you'll be thankful to yourself in the long run if you end up taking that chance. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Uh-huh. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Really put me in a trap, falmunction. God damn it, Sayori. I want to help, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. Yeah, I know. My character doesn't. Like, he's been pretty much oblivious. If he's been friends with her this entire time, he really is clueless. She's always been like this, and you've never noticed. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, falmunction? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Wow. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. ... Indeed, ... I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? It is possible. Again, I've been there. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It's almost like I've been betrayed as your... It's almost like I've been betrayed as your close friend. It's a little bit of a weird sentence, but... Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder and make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, falmunction. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. That's another thing. Like, very often, impulse is that either everyone else is doing worse than me, or everyone else is doing better than me. And of course, that's where the depression side of things lie. But the thing is, everybody has problems like that to some degree, and just for like, you'd be a really bad friend if another friend of yours came up to you and said, I have problems. Can you lend me your ear? I want to talk about it. And they then rejecting you or saying, I can't deal with that or whatever. Because everybody can relate to that, and it's not wasted time or effort or whatever. I know you do feel worthless sometimes in that situation, but you have to come through and realize that the people around you, the people in your life, they probably care about you more than you think. And you shouldn't turn that around on them and appreciating them as a friend does not mean that, on the flip side, you're supposed to not bother them, because that makes them feel bad. That shouldn't be your focus. You should realize that they, being your friend, they benefit from you feeling better. and you could help them in exchange as well. You might not even realize they're having problems too. All right. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Uh-huh. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ah. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No falmunction. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped, is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. No! Again, you are not a horrible person if you feel a certain way and you feel the conviction to tell people and you feel telling them would make it worse for them. And that's not what's going to happen. If you have friends, if they care about you, they will make it better just by knowing that there's somebody else out there that knows and that understands, right? Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Falmunction. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Falmunction. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Falmunction. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to be what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And that's not the right approach either. You don't have to make feelings go away. You have to confront them and you have to understand what's going on and learn to live with it. And by being capable of that, that'll make the negative impacts of those feelings feel better. And eventually, you're going to level them out and hopefully be fine. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. ... I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, falmunction. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. And at the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It will be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me to do today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. So, this might have been the whole twist. This might be the first of many, I don't know. But I can already say that... well, I don't know that many games that have tried to tackle depression in a serious way. Again, it's to the strength of the writing that this feels so very authentic. And if a game has me on the verge of tears, it's doing something right. Well, I hope this hasn't been too heavy for you guys. Doesn't always happen that I get emotional over a game. I think the only other one that I've recorded would be the ending of Beginner's Guide. But yeah, I can't even imagine what's going to come up next with Yuri and the festival and all that. So I hope you guys join me again with one of the most strange and unpredictable games I've ever played. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.